Hello, this is a very quick video considering questions 1 to 5 on the Junior Mathematical Challenge, or JMC, 2015. These are the rules and guidelines associated with the Junior Mathematical Challenge 2015. It's a multiple choice paper. You're allowed 1 hour. It's given to students who are age 13 and below. Calculators are forbidden, as are measuring instruments. And there are a range of other things there, which I won't go into deeply because I want to focus more on the maths. Question 1. Which of the following gives the largest answer? So the key concept here is that of BODMAS. Terms like PEMDAS and BIDMAS, they're all equivalent. Just to explain what that is, so we have B is brackets, O is order, D is division, M is multiplication, A is addition, and S is subtraction. I've written it in the particular way that I have so that I can show you there are 4 levels of priority, and addition and subtraction have equal priority. So you'll note within the answers to these, question 1 here, we just have a series of additions and subtractions. Now, it'd be very tempting to go, if you write BODMAS like I have on the right here, to say that we do the additions first and then the subtractions. No. So what you do here is additions and subtractions have equal priority, and you do them from left to right. Okay, now having that understood, we move into solving the question. Firstly, you could compute the answer for each one individually, but that'd be quite slow for this test because it really matters about speed in this test. You can see that the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 are consistent between. The number 1 is consistent in each, which is not needed. The difference in each answer is the signs between them. The largest possible answer that could come from those 4 numbers using signs that are either addition or subtraction would be that which comes from 3 pluses. The next largest would be 1 minus to the left and 2 plus to the right, simply because the numbers increase from left to right. And I hope you can see that this is A. Question 2, I would recommend rounding firstly up to the nearest hour. And then to midnight. Just break it down into 2 sections. 38 minutes from that one, 60 from that one, add them together, you get that one. Yeah, and to help you get a bit more confidence in that answer, you can see it's definitely less than 2 hours to midnight, which is 120 minutes, so that immediately rules out these 3. And then 100 minutes is 1 hour and 40 minutes, so you can quite easily ignore this one out too. Question 3. So this is one where you need to simplify the denominator first, because the fraction is over the entire denominator. The denominator being this part here in brackets. So do 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, you could do that and add it up as you go. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 3 is 6, plus 4 is 10, plus 5. You could do that. The way I like to do it, which I actually learned from playing Yahtzee over many years, is to take the number of numbers, 5, and multiply it by the middle number, give you 15. So this will work in any case where there's sort of a pattern between terms. So if I do 1 plus 3 plus 5, 7 plus 9, you could do 5 times 5 and get 25 and save yourself a little bit of time. Right, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divided by 15. We can clearly see the order of the solution is nowhere near 1 or 8 or 12,359, so we can remove those. we're left with two solutions. Can't really tell from looking at them which one it might be, but I can tell you if I let that be x, multiply both sides by 15. 15 times an odd will always end in 5. 15 times an even will always end in 0. That's a fact that you can know, or you can prove, and I would advise you to prove that. What this allows you to do is you can see 12,345 ends in 5, therefore it must be odd, so it's D. Another way to approach this question is to say 15 times any number that's between C and D. That's simple. So if we say 800, you're going to get 12,000, and therefore we can see that the answer is a little bit bigger than that, so it must be D. 4, I can't really notice any particular quick ways of doing this question. If you do notice anything, do let me know. But as far as I can see, you just need to work through it bit by bit. So I'll read the question. In this partly completed pyramid, each rectangle is to be filled with the sum of two numbers in the rectangles immediately below it. What number should replace x? $58 here, 27, 20. Oh, that's badly written. 20, 7, 4, 3. So the answer is A. There's not really much more I can say to that. You just need to make sure you work methodically through and don't make any errors. You didn't need to do any of this part of that to get the answer, so you wouldn't really want to waste time doing that part. And finally, for this part, we have question 5. What I like about this question is it teaches you about how maths overcomes the ambiguity of the English language. So the question here is, the difference between 1/3 of a certain number and 1/4 of the same number is 3. What is that number? Those three terms that I've underlined there are all different in English, but in maths, they're all the same number. So we will give them some kind of label. Typically, we'd go for x in maths, not curly x. Curly, because it differentiates from the multiplication sign. So in the US, you might use this kind of x, but in the UK, we would use this to differentiate from the multiplication sign. Difference here, this term, means subtraction. With this knowledge, we can now rewrite the question in a mathematical way. So this. And now what do we actually want from this question? X. How do we get that? We now need to simplify this equation, which I would recommend times it through by 12. Which is the same as 4 dot. You can use multiplication as a dot between two numbers to simplify. It's commonly used in European countries more, but it's faster than writing multiplication symbol all the time. But the reason I've done that is just so you can see that if I multiply first term by 12, 3's will cancel when you get 4x. Second term, 4's will cancel when you get 3x. And then this will be 36. Overall, you can see that 4x minus 3x and x equals 36. And your solution is B. I hope this is helpful. I quite enjoy doing these questions. And I'm hoping to do more. Thanks.